Welcome back to the Webby and O'Neill channel. Manchester United versus Aston Villa preview for the League Cup. Tony, in the league, we done our match reaction straight after that game. It was an absolute shambles.
Yep.
A lot of yous out there said the same thing in the comments.
Yeah.
Now, how's it going to work, this one, Erik Ten Hag? Lots of changes for it?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, lots of changes. He's got to bring in a lot of the youngsters. I think Unai Emery will come with a strong side. I don't care whether he comes with a strong side. This competition for me, this game, has come at the wrong time. Big changes are needed here.
Changes in what department, Tony? What are you looking? We were a bit short up front now, aren't we? With Anthony, Jadon Sancho, I think maybe still out. Martial only just returning against Aston Villa, getting a few minutes in the second half.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think there'll be 6 or 7 changes. Get Ronaldo out, get him on the bench.
Can we afford to do that though, Tony?
Yeah, bring Martial in. This is the game you can do it. He can't play every game, Ronaldo. He's not doing it at the moment anyway, so he's got to go on the bench. Martial definitely got to come in. There's a few players need a rest. One player what won't get a rest is Delo. He's out the game weekend, so he'll be there. I think Martinez will be out.
But on that then, Tony, with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I can't even remember him having a minute in the Premier League this season. So would this not be the perfect game for Wan-Bissaka to come in, get some minutes before that Fulham game?
Well, I've read reports there he's in the squad at Carrington this week, but I've not heard anything about him training. Will he be picked? I cannot see him starting.
Brandon Williams, maybe? I'm not too sure where he's up with his fitness levels or anything like that, or if he's injured. But
no, can't see him coming in. I think it'll be down to some of the youngsters. People like Shorty-Ter have been brought back into the squad. So that's what I'm expecting.
Shorty-Ter won't play right back, though.
No, I know he won't play right back. But the thing is, he will come in.
But then again, he might do a job there.
Well, he might do a job.
You don't know, do you?
You just don't know. Well, you don't know with these players, do you? So
Young kids are hungry for it, Tony.
Yeah, well, they are hungry for it. And that's the good thing about Manchester United. These kids are going to come in and they're going to try and cement the place. At the end of the day, people like Donny Van De Beek, he's had his chances. But I expect him to play. I do expect him to play because he's got to go out there and prove that Sunday's game, right, was a one-off.
The Sociedad game as well, Tony, you could say, you know, he was back there by Erik Ten Hag. Ten Hag shown faith in him, playing him against Sociedad and Aston Villa. And to me, he's let him down. And I've seen a lot of comments out there, especially on our YouTube channel, that he doesn't get a run of games. But surely at Manchester United, you need to be physically right, mentally right. So when you're called upon, Tony, you perform in the games. I'm not saying you've got to be up to, you know, match speed, that match fitness, that sharpness where you're at your peak. But you need to be able to come in and perform. And he's not done that in the 2 games.
This is the type of game he should come in after all the criticism he's received, the lacklustre effort he put on the pitch, where he mans up now, comes in and shows Ten Hag, right, and shows him faith by performing. Yeah. And in a game like this, you would expect him to do that. And if he doesn't, then he knows the consequences. Ten Hag will make changes come January after that World Cup. So this is his moment now. And if it is a young team out there, which I expect, then Donny Van De Beek must lead them because he put him in the Bruno role. And so he must have thought something that he would create and that he would dominate, and he didn't. So now is the time for Donny Van De Beek to pay some faith back in Ten Hag.
So do you expect Bruno to sit this one out then, ready for the Fulham game weekend?
I think a lot of players will be out. I think, as I said before, this World Cup is on a lot of players' minds, and they've got a lot of thinking. They've got a lot of preparation to do. So really, what should they be focusing on? And it is the league game. We dropped 3 points there, bad 3 points. And that's what they should be focusing on.
We've said for a number of weeks now, that Luke Shaw, Marcus Rashford down that left, it's probably the best partnership in the team. People could argue that Casemiro and Eriksen in the centre are just as vital or perform better, but you know, the last couple of games, they've not played together, have they? It was Garnacho against Sociedad, Garnacho against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Does that need to go back to Shaw and Rashford down that left-hand side?
No, I think what you'll see here, I think you'll see Malacia and I think you'll see Garnacho. This is the game for them. Young side, get in there, just get Shaw, get Rashford out. Their heads, they're hoping on Thursday to be chosen for that England squad. So that's where their heads are. And you can understand my head would be turned. I'd be worrying, thinking, trying to prepare, trying to anticipate what's going on for the next few weeks. And if it's the World Cup thing, then it would definitely be on my mind. So them players,
Either put him on the bench, but don't start him.
Anthony does look like he's going to be out. We might not see him before the World Cup. I did see some quotes from the Brazil doctor saying he's got a problem with his hip. So I doubt we will see him before the World Cup starts. So on that right-hand side, Tony, Anthony Elanga, he's another one who, to me, has been underwhelming, alongside Donny Van De Beek. So do you give him another go, give him a start, or do you pick one of the younger lads?
Listen, I've seen young kids play football, and when they all get together, they just go mental. They go for it. And putting Elanga on there, right, with some of these young uns, they're going to go for it. I think it'll be an entertaining, open game. And bringing all these players in, it'll be great. It'll even be entertaining, right, because I know Villa are going to come at United, and you've got Harry Maguire and Lindelof as centre-halves. That's what I think will be there. Open game, attacking game, and these young uns mixed in with a few regulars. I think it's going to be a great game.
With you saying regulars, I know you don't like this phrase, but McFred, are they dropping back into the midfield together, the partnership?
I think one of them will be there. I think one of them will be there. Not the two. He can't change the way he goes at it on the pitch, the formation. I don't think that'll be there. I think that that name will be
McFred.
Yes, I can't cope with it.
Make sure you put McFred in the comments below, people.
Yeah. Send me crazy. No, I said at the end of last year, having Fred and having McTominay there as two defensive midfield players at Finish United, you have to move forward. You have to move forward from the style. So them two, very, very hard to see them two playing together again.
Don't get me wrong, when United do get beat, I try not to look at any news the next day, the papers, what's online or anything. I don't know if yous are like that out there, but Lindelof, I thought, with our comments after the match reaction, we kind of left him out. He went under the radar, but I thought Lindelof's performance against Villa was just as bad as anyone else's, to be quite honest with you, Tony. Have you had thoughts about him since then?
Yeah, I actually thought Lindelof was exposed. I did mention it. Lindelof and Martinez were exposed because of the midfield. There was no midfield battle. There was no midfield putting it up to the forwards. There was no from the back where the midfield wanted the ball. They were non-existent. Them centre-halves got exposed. And if you're exposed, you're finished, you're turned, and you are finished.
Well, in this cup competition, Tony, you're saying you want to see a few of the kids brought in with a few tried and trusted old heads.
Yeah.
Is this where the club captain comes back, Harry Maguire, chest out, steps onto the field, leads the team to a victory?
Harry Maguire will come out.
Actually, at centre-half or up front.
No.
Where are you playing him?
No. It's not that kind. It's not that kind of game. No, Harry Maguire will come out, captain, and a few hours earlier, I think he'll be announced in the England squad. So he'll try his best. He'll try and put on a good performance. But I expect a difficult time for him and Lindelof, if that's his partner out there, because Villa will come at it.
If they go with a strong team like they did.
No, they will go with a strong team. Unai Emery, right? He started with a win. He'll look at a cup competition and away he goes. And he's coming to Manchester United. He cannot have had a better introduction to Premier League football coming back. Manchester United, 2 games, 2 victories. He's loving it. That's what he wants. And then Villa fans, they'll be down. They'll be down in the numbers and they'll be out and they'll be giving it the full voice without a shadow of a doubt. And fair play to him.
I know you do think he might not be taking it too seriously, this cup competition, but if you do look at all the cup competitions we will possibly be in, we could still be in, the Europa League if we get past Barcelona.
Yeah.
There's the FA Cup. Is this probably the easiest cup competition for us to go out and win, though, Tony, and get a trophy under Erik Ten Hag?
You'll never win this cup competition. Never. It's gone. The competition is under threat from the 6 clubs what are in Europe. They want out of it. There's discussions going on at the moment. They want out of it. They want to put the under-23s in. The 6 teams in European football don't want this competition. And Manchester United is one of them teams. That is the way it's thinking. And it's all about money. And I don't want this competition because I don't see us ever having a chance. Football's changed. And this competition, the demise of it has slowly gone on for a long time. And you're going to see it next year fully.
Do you think that's in players' heads as well? They feel just what the fans feel about the cup competition, the League Cup?
Well, you look at the Europa League, it's the same. early doors in the group stage.
Mm.
Players there, half-hearted. It's the way it is. There's two things now in football, and that's the Premier League and European football. And God forbid, that Super League, if it ever comes.
Yeah, something to think about there at the end. So I'm going to leave it on that.
Yeah. Deep thought.
Deep thoughts, yeah. You've had your opinions on that in the past, and it's definitely not gone away, as you said.
No.
But yeah, let us know what you think about today's video. Smash a like if you've enjoyed it. Let us know your team selection for this one. Do we go strong? Do we throw a few kids in? Does Mick Fred start in the middle? Promise they won't say it again, but you know what I'm like.
Yeah, I know
but yeah,
what you like.
subscribe if you like our content as well. Much appreciated as well to everyone who subscribes, smashes the likes on the videos, views the videos. Big effort from all of you. Much appreciated. Press that notification bell as well, because we will be back. Oh yeah, we're doing a live video tomorrow.
Live.
Is that what you was going to say?
A live video.
Yeah, doing a live locker room.
5 o'clock.
Is that what we're doing?
Hopefully 5 o'clock.
Right.
Keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, so we'll do 5 o'clock tomorrow. Do a live video, the locker room. About half an hour, 45 minutes. You come on, get your comments into me and Tony. Anything you want to discuss, whether it's Man United related or not, get it all in there and we'll interact with you. So we'll see you all there at 5. Thank you.